What do you mean you didn't think it was happening anymore? Why would that be the assumption? I just physical therapy ran over. It's a very hard thing to predict. And then you got to get a breather and all that stuff. And like I said, this stupid portable one, I can't get my breath as easily. And then my son is with me wherever I go, so like he's got to be somewhere safe while I'm doing it. It's like 3 shades of fun. Okay. Wait, I don't have the same t-shirt on. Oh no, we've broken continuity. I have the wrong shirt. I said I'd switch back to I don't want to get up again. I said I'd do it though. Hold on. I said I'd do it. I don't want to get up. No, I'm changing back. Alright, hold on. Please hold for me forgetting that to not break continuity. As if I've been here the whole time. I gotta switch shirts. I'm gonna also trip over everything because I'm connected to like 3 different things. No, continuity is broken. The continuity is intact. Thank you, Infamous J. I really appreciate that. I really, really do. Thank you. Oh, Jesus. That pushed it over. Christopher Kunamatana. Thank you. Holy crap. No, that was... I mean, I owe you guys the thing of a marathon. Thank you so much. Hey, what's up, Dark King? Give me the knobbies. Let's start up again. We are at the sewers. Didn't even get to Resident Evil 3. I gotta change it so people know. I mean, I don't know. There's always a chance people take things back. By the way, if anyone, I just want to say, if anyone sees the way I'm wearing the nasal cannula, like strapped behind my head, not going under my chin, and you think that's the appropriate way to wear it, do as I say, not as I do. Don't wear it like this. I'm a professional idiot. I'm trying. Don't do that. This does not guarantee proper oxygen delivery. I hope the alerts were paused. Were they paused? Does this count?
Carlos,
yeah, they were.
I'm always glad to see Jill's ass, but I didn't know I'd be glad to see your little Puerto Rican ass. Are you Puerto Rican?
We'll see his.
That's racist.
We'll see his butt soon.
I made a very snap decision on Carlos, his ethnicity.
Round 2. Let's go.
No, it's easier to hide him. Christopher Kunamatana, thank you. That finished it off, actually. And Infamous J, I appreciate. I did not go look up running shoes like I said I would. By the way, I didn't do that.
We would like to buy one, child.
Thank you,
please.
Infamous J. I don't know what to turn the bar into now. I'm just gonna change it because I'll arbitrary number that says it's Bone it. Bone it. I mean, bills are always at bonus goal. I didn't want to go for bills tonight. I'm very grateful that I get to go order the oxygen machine. I really, the oxygen concentrator I needed, because I really could have used it for tonight. This thing sucks. I hate it so much. Kids at $7 are super. They are. Not that. Okay, I'm gonna say hi to everyone. Bonus goals. Food and shoes. I didn't figure out what I didn't figure out what to do. Bonus goals: food and shoes. Having food on the table and having my shoes are so falling apart. Thank you guys so much. Let's get into the game after I say hi to everyone. Let's see. We're starting off. We are not starting off. Okay, we're starting off with that being at a freaking 3 out of 5. So let's hope I can go the distance. Thank you guys so much. Yeah. I scroll up and see Jeffrey doubting. I didn't think it was happening. I couldn't figure out how to schedule the stream from my phone. It's let me do it in the past, and so I got in the car to drive back, and I was like, okay, I gotta schedule this. I gotta do it right now. And my phone said, no, you're not. You're not doing that. I said, I don't understand, and it just wouldn't let me do it. So that's how that goes. I gotta actually play more and talk a little less this time. I'm still catching my breath. I hate physical therapy with every fiber of my being. Larissa, Dark King, H-Spot, JP, Vegeta. I think you see you back there. Thick Night to Gaming. Kale, a true winner won. I don't know what to put that. Hey, John Parker. Hey, Michelle. Yeah, you heard your name. Sure. Okay, quick. If I have this stream playing on multiple devices, does that actually do anything for Darkness? Technically, it's from one account. They know when they're getting gypped. It doesn't do as much as you'd think. It used to do a thing, and I think it was fixed. I'm hoping it gets better in the end. This is all in the attempt to get back to being better. I'm gonna keep trying and moving forward. I'm not gonna stagnate. I'm gonna keep trying to be better. An ad already? I have ads not on right now. No ad automator on my stream. Let's get into the game. Oh, I'm Richard, but everyone calls me Ricky for short. I'm gonna have to say, that's my dad's name. I can call you Ricky, but my dad's son that was a jerk got called Ricky. So no, I'll make a better association with True Winner One. I'll try to make a better association. Hey there.
We would like to buy one
Isla?
child, please.
I hope I got that correct. Isla, hi there. You got a child. Take one of Jeffrey's. Jeffrey has too many children. Hey, Natasha. Despite everything, yeah, I'm trying my best. Okay, let's get back into it where we were. Hey, Gio, everyone hashtag over there. Thank you so much. You guys told me about it. Sorry to see you go through some healthy. Dude, it's a snowball. I need to just make an update video because I don't want to have to, like, for new crowds repeat. I also want to know, what did Past Me do with the notebook? It's red. It's hard to spot. There's nothing that would be in front of it. It's just. Did I hide it from myself again? Do I hate myself? Do I really want me to fail? What did I do? Why and why? Is it? No. I believe this is where we say "F it, we ball," because I don't know. That's gonna screw me over when I get into the lab. Let's see if I can still get my S plus rank while I'm getting screwed over in the lab. Hey, Chris G. What's going on? Let's get in the story. Load, and that's where we were. We were in the sewers. Why don't you guys to try to appease the overlords? I appreciate that, John Parker. Whew. I keep getting kicked out of the stream like it's ended. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh. I don't know. I have no idea what happened. That wasn't me. Did I already get... Did YouTube already step in when I... Yep. I have about enough drop frames to stop everyone. Yeah, holy smokes. YouTube. My own stream on my side shows it as being finished. Hold on. What? Why? YouTube, why? I've barely done anything. YouTube. Overlords, you don't need to stall me. I'm just breathing with oxygen and doing my thing. Okay. Just let me breathe and exist. Please. Alright, yeah, we're in the sewers. Let's go. You got ad... Yeah, I think because I didn't run ads last time, everyone just got an ad and kicked out. I think that's what just happened. That might be part on me. I didn't put on automated ads. I hate sticking those on when I start up a stream. I really hate doing that. Okay, I opened up everything to go everywhere and do everything, and then I left for physical therapy. I'm back from physical therapy. I need to shut my mouth more because I need to get more oxygen back. My blood ox is fine. I took it really quickly before we started. Because when I was leaving it, it was at a 98. But, like, it decided to drop down to a 93. So I really need to catch my breath a little bit. But it should be fine.
What the hell? Oh my god. This is getting worse.
As long as I'm cognizant of not being an idiot. I have to be very cognizant of not being stupid. I don't remember how to run the sewers. I have taught so many people how to run the sewers, I do not remember. Nope. That plan didn't work. Alright, you know what? Do the hand of God. I don't really have top Resident Evils like that. I don't do that. I don't do the whole, like... Are you... No, I just wanted to get past the babies. I got poisoned because I tried to bum rush the babies. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. And we should probably reload. We should probably, but I'm gonna try anyway. We're gonna try. I didn't bring anything to combat them with. Uh-oh. And I might be dead. I'm dead. Yep. Yeah. Rewatch your Leon A guide. You know what? My brain is in a notebook that I probably took out of the office. Oh, it's probably in my backpack. It's probably in my backpack. Good night, Paige. How to run the sewers. Screw the map. Is actually not in the notebook. I just want to really emphasize that mistake. Oh, my dad. I'm about to make it again. How about I just go ahead and load it so I don't have to run backwards? Oh god, the speculation of releases. Don't you love to see it? Because it's all speculatory right now. I'm gonna take one of my ivy knives. Herbs. And then I can pick up the weapon after. I get herbs on the way. I can always drop that. We have some information, but I don't want to spread things that are leaked and asked not to, like, be told by... That was a thing, so... Leaked information is never good when it's not like a corporate PR stunt. This isn't Deadpool. This is not Ryan Reynolds wanting to leak part of Deadpool 1 to make sure you went and watched it. Because he has many times admitted that he might have had a part. And part of it being leaked to get, like,
this is getting worse.
Interest in it. Which is hilarious to me. He's just like, no, I'm gonna get this thing off the ground. No, no, not the babies. Not the babies. Hand of God, there it is. Bye. I'm leaving now. And then this one, I don't know. It depends on what mood I'm in if I'm actually going to be able to juke him. And just stab him. Just stab him. Wait, did I... Uh-oh. I didn't leave myself with enough room to get around. I am super out of... I'm still going to try to pull off the... Hold on, take stock of everything. Still absolutely trying to pull off my S plus rank, even with being a screw up. Have I played Wukong? For the past, I'll say 2.5 months, unless it's been on a major sale, and I mean like a few dollars. I have not been able to afford any new anythings. I gotta put things in perspective. My business is sucked dry for me, helping my dad and trying to take care of myself. I was about to say I'm sucked dry. No, don't say something like that. You have not. Why would you? Don't do innuendo. Yeah, you need to get the toxin out. I get it. Stop complaining. I got something for you. I got you. Just eat this. Thank you. Because I need you to eat it anyway. Otherwise, I don't have enough room for everything. So just eat that. Okay. Hi. Hi. Okay. Are we making... What? Never mind. What was I about to say? I hope it does. I hope it all does better. Okay. Where is the zomboid that likes to come out of nowhere? Hi. But no, I mean, just give me the flamethrower. Let's just go. I got the thing with me. Oh, the puzzle. I have to redecipher it. Dadgummit. This thing is real loud. I turn up the sensitivity and all of a sudden me breathing is like being picked up as if it's like I'm gasping for way too much air, which is even annoying me. Could I make a guide about knife only? No. I thank you for the support. No. That's like the hardest thing I've ever done. That was a struggle. Everyone hashtag over there. Adam plays. No. No, that was the worst. See, for those who might not know, I have pretty much out and out refused to play any games that I watch other people play. So, oh no, they're there. You. So, like, if I ever see another gamer, YouTuber, any video of, like, that gives away anything about this game, of Resident Evil 2, 3, 4,
Why are there so many animals in a jungle?
then people know that I will never touch this game again. Like, it'll ruin the fun. That means I'd have to go over what did I do to get that far in the first place. Like, how did I make that happen? Please just do hammer god and be over with it. Not swingies. Please let me buy. Please let me buy. Thank you. We are back. Hey, Shadow, what's going on? So I would have to go back to the... God, I don't remember how long it's taken me to do knife only on all of these games. But we'd have to go back to that. The era of, like... I think... Which... Does anyone remember which game it took? Was it this game or Resident Evil 3 that took 33 hours? I think it was this one. 33 hours to figure out how to do knife only. That's a lot of time. I figured out how to do this, but it took 33 hours. Can't emphasize the time and how much of it there was that left to do that. I'm using the map. Don't do as I say, not what I do. I forgot to get that knife. Oh, I'm an awful gamer. Okay. Did I go and get the rook? I don't remember. I have to go redecipher. I don't have the codes in front of me. So, oh crap. So we're gonna have to, on the fly. What route do you figure out how to get the codes? I gotta be able to get the codes. Which one isn't on the trophy? So I have to be able to get down there. And one is on the inside of the thing. Oh my god, this is gonna be a catastrophe. Wait. We did this before, and I wrote them down. Screw that. I have all my notes now in here are about, like, my dad's stuff. I've sat in this office way too... No, maybe. Nope, this is about my dad's stuff. My dad's care is there. Crap. Oh, I am rusty, yeah. I'm rusty on all of it. Pretty sure the rook and knight are on the same wall. Bishop and queen aren't next to each other. The queen and rook are opposite. Okay. Yeah. Hey, rook and knight are on the same... I don't have any space to do this puzzle. Whoops. I'm glad I left myself in the absolute best position. Did I go and get the other? Yeah, I did. So that's fine. Okay, come here. Pretty sure the rook and knight are on the same wall. The queen and rook are opposite each other. The bishop... I'm winging it. I'm winging it. That's the queen. Bishop, the rook and I are on the same one. The bishop and queen are next to each other. The queen and rook were opposite of each other. Rook and knight, same wall, cool. The bishop and queen aren't next to each other. Bishop, come here. Just hope that I just got this right on. I'm winging it. Yeah, I'm winging it. Is that by chance? That is not it.
Come on.
Oh, no. Oh, no. 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 That's not good. Wait. No. Uh-oh. Oh, the pawn is supposed to be there. That's the other one. Oh, that's what... okay. All right. Oh, if it's supposed to be there, the queen and rook. So that means that rook is supposed to be there. The queen is supposed to be. Come here. The queen goes there. The queen goes here. The bishop and queen aren't next to each other. This is where the bishop goes. Give me the bishop. The king goes over here. Okay. I just got it. Steve, thank you so much. I appreciate that. We already got
I'm gonna let you in on a little-known secret of comedy. Bad things aren't funny when they happen to Daddy.
Almost there.
What about Mommy?
Oh, Mommy's fair game. Go for the throat.
Don't go over
Good
the
to
mommy's
see you
throat right
back.
now. Like mommy's throat right now, well, which is like his mom. Like, don't go over her throat right now. Usually, I'd be like, that's fine. One, and then, fire. God, this thing is so annoyingly loud to me. Is this all that I'm gonna take? All right, let's go. Please let me be good at the game for a second here. I really need me to... X button, do not stick. I swear. Don't screw me over. My brain's a little scattered. Yeah, I mean, I upped the difficulty for sure by not having my trusty notebook. I don't remember. No. There you go. We hit, as long as no one, every now and then when I do things like this, people will do something on a stream and then they'll go and do a charge back, and that's no fun. So hopefully everything is good with that. I'm very, very grateful. Tomorrow call the company to be able to order the one that's actually in the thumbnail. My shoe, on the other hand, I forgot to take the pebbles out of. But I hear, in my own microphone, I hear taking a breath, and it's driving me crazy. Come here, dude. Like, I might screw this up, but it's fine. There's a knife down there. We're not gonna worry about the knife. Just don't pay attention to the knife. Yes, it's still alive. Ada even said, does anything down here die? Nothing down here dies. Something. She said a line. Perfectly encapsulated what we're going through, man. You gotta be with the picture on this one. I need you on your A game, possibly B game, can't have C game. Magnum bullets. I can't have the Magnum bullets. I don't have the Magnum. There we go. And push.
Now I got you.
Get out, try to charge. Too late to charge me. Round 2. Action. No, you don't. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. Okay, I said no he doesn't, but maybe he does. He did. I said maybe he does, and he actually, in fact, did. I'm just gonna use that in case. Oh, I'm turning him the wrong way. Do not go this way, because you can't avoid that. Can I please point blank him real quick? That didn't put him down? Thank you. Goodbye.
Let's do this.
Oh, I am really rusty. I left only that many shotgun shells. I'm really rusty. Bye. Breathing's hard. God, am I right? Anyway. Alright, Ada. Come here. Ada. Oh, like... Chris, I hope you have a good time at work. Boss is the hardest for me. The dumb crane. I'd carry her, but if I walk in front of her, everything is faster.
Take us down to Nest. My wristbands.
Well, man, I'm glad you could make it.
Nice. Where'd you get that?
Borrowed it.
The answer to the puzzle is shocker. I didn't ever want to think it. You guys really don't like that Birkin fight? I didn't realize people don't like that Birkin fight. That's the one I don't mind the most because I ended up getting the most practice with it because of the save in the sewer. So like I ended up liking it because like you just have to do it so many times. If you're like me and you screw up, then it becomes like a game of like
So be prepared.
conserving ammo. Can you actually like it becomes like this back and forth. It feels kind of cool to me. It's interesting. You don't have too many Resident Evil fights that have like a meaningful, let's say, gimmick like that. I don't know how else to put that. It's not quite, when you get to that level, it's not quite it's not a gimmick. It's just an interesting, it's different, so I like it. You don't like it because of the lot of space. When I made that guide, I didn't know how to bait him. I actually know how to bait him now. And I, of course, did not prove that with my current, oh shit, I was about to turn the oxygen up to a 3, being like 2's not enough. Sorry, I added 3. I should calm my jets with talking.
Welcome to Nest. Enjoy your visit.
Okay.
But I didn't know back then. I just didn't know. Like I would have stuck it in a guide of being like Vsauce, or wait, that's the wrong thing. I would have stuck it in the guide of like, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. Come on, brain, stay on one track. Stop going off the rails. So you can say before that fight, or my plan is usually not to make my
buy one child, please.
Caster Stride. I want to do 5, but then I realized you give half of the charity, so here's 10. I will make sure half of that goes to charity. There's my charity checks. I've been poor, but yes, this channel was based. I made this channel on my brother's birthday. Sadly for me, my brother's birthday is coming up in a few days. So I'm going to have like a bunch of back-to-back. Usually when my brother's birthday comes up, I want to do a charity stream, completely charity stream. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that off. Everyone has checked Callister over there. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Yeah, the part of my YouTube paycheck still goes to charity. That is a fact. When my paycheck gets below 500, there's like literally no way I can do that and pay rent. But my brother's birthday is in this month on the 23rd. So we got to figure that one out soon cuz crap.
Our menu is designed for your nutritional needs using our latest biological research.
Bioengineered food taken to the next level. I appreciate that. Thank you. I was seeing you stream. Wish you and your loved ones all the best. Yeah, my loved ones do need the best. There's not anyone that really is like all of my family's like there's me talking about all that is just like it feels like, well, it's time for depression to set in. Yo ho ho. Do you need the oxygen or do you just like it? Do a quick Google search if you can get a hold of oxygen on your own. That'll set that straight real fast. I'm pretty sure you'll find out it takes a doctor's prescription to get oxygen.
What the?
So even if you really like it, you're not usually getting a hold of it. I don't think anybody who has a nasal cannula in is dumb enough to just like it. There are actually I'll treat that seriously because instead of me trying to deflect with any kind of sarcasm or anything like that, let me actually treat that with some seriousness. There is the ability for people to train. They try to use oxygen. Usually it's not medical grade oxygen. That's a big difference. So they use something that usually you're legally allowed to have backup oxygen. You have to watch out for that because there's such thing as black lung. And so you need to make sure that you're not accidentally going to give yourself black lung by non-medical grade oxygen. Yeah. But you know, scuba divers, all that stuff for avoiding the bends or just going scuba diving in general, like that doesn't take a doctor's prescription and all that stuff. By the time you're looking at oxygen concentrators, no one actually wants to be on it. If anyone does, like, we will not agree on probably a lot of things in life. We probably will look at life in two drastically different ways from then on out.
Cartwright in the east area.
I know there are, like, this is a hard one to dispel because oxygen does you literally no good. And if you are constantly on oxygen, you can go oxygen toxic within 24 hours. Go look up oxygen toxicity, and you'll find out very fast that you can't just breathe oxygen, even supplemental, without risking death, stroke. You're higher chances for emboli, a pulmonary embolism, or an edema, having fluid going around your lungs. You might throw off your CO2. You need to check your blood gases. If you make me bring up ABGs, I swear I will scream until I faint, which will be pretty easy right now. Like, I'll start the scream and then I'll just keel over. But that question is most easily answered of see how you obtain an oxygen concentrator. You'll see no one will sell you one. By prescription only. Because if people were just allowed to grab medical oxygen, there'd be a problem. And the problem would be people wouldn't use it responsibly. And so with that as being the I have a flamethrower for this part, don't I? I do. Oh crap. How do I do this in time? I have an hour to do the rest of the game. How do I do this in time? I set them on fire. Okay, I got an idea. I don't have my notes, so I don't know my loadout, so I'm just gonna rock out with my... Oh, don't use that when my son can hear me. Yeah, so it's a controlled substance because it's flammable, for one. And also, it would be extremely dangerous for people to think what oxygen can and can't do. It does not. Like, I know there are people that use it for, like, what, the hyperbaric chambers to, like, get massive gains and for other things. In actuality, oxygen very badly hurts you. Oh, uh-oh. I almost died. Yeah, we're winging it. That was almost a bad winging, though. Because, oh boy. And you gotta go too. Like, maybe people really just don't know about... Is this a topic people really don't know about? How oxygen actually helps your body? So, how it can help and how it can do things? Technically not flammable. Okay, yes. In a non-chemical reaction for a flame, like, not like sparklers or whatnot. Or things... Basically, if it can't burn underwater, oxygen is needed for the reaction that happens when fire is lit. And the more oxygen there is, it feeds into the fire, which makes it into a combustion if there's too much pure oxygen near there, because there's only 21% oxygen in the atmosphere that you're breathing at any given time. There's more nitrogen than oxygen. What people have a misconception about with oxygen, and I'll say it because I'll treat that seriously, because I feel like someone saying like, do you need the oxygen or do you just like it? Oxygen toxicity sets in about 24 hours after you would stupidly start using oxygen, not need it. So like on the setting I'm on right now, if I truly did not need it, if my body didn't need it, there's a high chance I'm ending up in the hospital. I'd probably go tachycardic. My blood pressure would skyrocket. Your body, this is a really stupid way of describing it. Your body's arterial blood gases kind of balance themselves out based on the amount of one gas versus another gas. If you raise the amount of oxygen, sometimes your body can't let go of the CO2. So then your PCO2 goes up, your bicarbonates go up. You have a lot of levels that start getting out of whack. Then you have to look at the mean platelet volume, or your mean cell the volume of your red blood cells, your MCV, and you see that those get expanding, trying to hold all the gases, and then the distribution falls off. And then after all of it, like there's a cascading effect where oxygen can kill you. And yes, if you stay on oxygen for 24 hours thinking that it's going to help you for some reason, and you didn't know any of that, you might end up with you're gonna do something medically really bad to yourself. Don't grab oxygen. The second thing is, if you're grabbing it because of like you have something wrong with you and you don't get a medical grade oxygen, the big problem is black lung is usually what it's referred to. It's the idea that the oxygen wasn't filtered before it got into you, and not being filtered before you got into it is really also bad, because it means that you probably have an injury to your lung or something something going on where supplemental oxygen would benefit your body. But now your body is weak enough that infection will set in. Now, what actually happens when you have oxygen like this is that you are breathing atmospheric oxygen, plus this one's getting it in pulses of oxygen. I need continuous oxygen. It's giving it to you while you breathe normally. So you breathe it in, and it's and it mixes with you to balance out to what you need. What's the difference between that and pure oxygen cans climbers take with them? When you go on a climb, oxygen itself, medical grade oxygen, is controlled. Oxygen technically is not controlled. I can't talk that much. It can't be science night. You can actually get emergency oxygen, but let me tell you that if you start getting like the cans too often, the reason that you don't see me saying like we need to save up for cans, I've got an oxygen aluminum oxygen tank in the kitchen right now. It's empty. I've got a company around the corner that's willing to fill it, that tells me that they don't take off their medical grade filter when they fill up their oxygen tanks for other people versus medical grade oxygen. So they could get, still with that, it would be somewhere between, it would be a costly thing. I would run through it probably within 2 days, 3 days max. And it can run anywhere between $20 to $60 per fill. It gets expensive really fast. The oxygen climbers take with them is for altitude. Your body needs to get used to the new altitude. Oxygen gets thinner as you go up. So if you don't have the oxygen with you, that is another way of making sure that your body can screw you over. Your body's meant to be able to get about 21% atmospheric oxygen. What I'm breathing right now is literally not helping me in any way. And then I'm going back to the game because I feel out of breath talking too much. What the oxygen is doing for someone like me, my lungs are damaged from the big C again. My right lung has stayed damaged since 4 years ago. When I go on treadmill, elliptical, on a walk, anything like that, I've been there, done that. Semi-conscious hallucinating, not enough oxygen. I've watched it with my dad. I've gone through it myself. It sucks. What actually is happening is that it's not doing anything but helping me go further than my body wants to go. So right now, my body is not properly utilizing the oxygen because my lungs, respiratory system have taken a hit. They are weak, right? So I can breathe in atmosphere oxygen, but it's not going to make my body feel like it's getting enough to do the normal gas exchanges and go on its way. So if I try to get on, just heal up normally, the other option is to just, rest until you feel better. The aching and hurt goes away. My right side of my body still aches and hurts. You can't touch the back of my right side, like near the base, near like your fifth or sixth rib down. You can't touch it, my ribs, without it hurting badly. Fifth rib down, around there on right side. What it's doing is that, so let's say tonight, I used the elliptical. I cheated. Yes, I'm sorry. The elliptical is a giant ass lie. It said I ran like 4 some miles. Bullshit. I did not. But it's safer. Needs to take whatever. At about 11 minutes, because I had just been on a stream talking, and I was already like at a high oxygen concentration breathing through this, just to breathe enough to talk with you guys. I used the car ride to try to do kind of a reset and get everything back ready so I could set it at a 2 and climb back up. My body told me straight up at about 12 minutes on elliptical. 12 minutes is nothing for me. My normal, before 4 years ago, before the big C, my morning runs were 3 miles with a mile worth of warm up, half mile to the park, half mile back. Like, that's just how I roll. So the idea that after 10 minutes of even light exercise could put me down, of my body saying, you need to stop. Like, my body is having me wheeze. I sound asthmatic. My airway is starting to collapse in on itself a bit, because it does not want to support the idea of breathing at that point. And so, like, at minute 12 today, since I've been doing this, my body immediately was saying, hack up your lung. There's got to be something wrong. Stop doing what you're doing. And everything in my body hurts more, and I can't get a deep breath. I can't breathe. So then I knock up the oxygen to a 3, and then I keep going, because now I'm getting more oxygen. My body's satiated, because what was happening is oxygen deprivation. If at that point I had taken my SpO2, my pulse ox, you would have seen that my heart rate was skyrocketing, but my oxygen level was not yet dropping. It's because your body is looking for homeostasis, and it's looking to be able to equalize what's going on by one of 2 ways or both. Shooting up your blood pressure so that there's more constriction with your systole when your heart squeezes to get blood through your aorta, through your whole body. It's trying to pump blood faster through so that you can get it back to your pulmonary artery, back to your lungs, to get it reoxygenated. So it can up your blood pressure. But by upping your blood pressure, the thing that'll end up taking the hit is your heart, because your top number is your systole, how hard your heart is pumping. The bottom number is your distally. And for the longest time in the medical field, we've really ignored distally. It's only been over the past 20 years-ish that we've really put emphasis on people really learning and paying attention to people's distally as not just a throwaway number of your heart relaxing. That bottom number is when your own heart gets its own oxygen. So it makes logical sense. When your heart's squeezing, you can't get the oxygenated blood to your own heart. It doesn't work. It's when your heart relaxes during distally, your diastolic pressure on your bottom number. During that relaxation, blood's actually able to enter the coronary artery and profuse to the heart, so the heart muscle gets it, right? So, like, what you would see, even if at that point when my body's saying, just get off the machine, stop pushing yourself, what's actually happening is that I'm having a bad reaction where probably my blood pressure is skyrocketing, and my heart rate is, and I got to see it, my heart rate got up to about 172, 178. Like my heart rate and my blood pressure just go up. So what's happening is that my body's going through the first step of don't let oxygen levels drop, have the heartbeat faster, get it to the lungs faster. It's compensating for the lungs not doing their job as well. When I bump up the oxygen, it can relax and let me go longer. That doesn't make it so it's healing my lungs more. It's making it so that I can go through physical therapy for longer, so that I can exercise longer, so that I can open up the alveolar, tubes, alveoli themselves, my bronchial tract gets stronger, that nothing in my body feels like it's lacking in oxygen. Basically, it's helping me so that I didn't stop at 12 minutes. I got to go fast. I got to go longer. Same thing happened at about 34, 35 minutes, where oxygen, like, I would have stopped. Once again, the average lung patient that got it from the big C and had lung damage needs at least 5 days a week, 30 to 60 minutes of lung exercises that are not breathing, like with a spirometer. You know, those incentive spirometers where you blow in it and you see the ball going up to a pressure, and you're supposed to hold it at a certain pressure. If anyone's ever seen it, that you blow in and the ball goes up. Incentive spirometers. Go Google it on Amazon. You can find them for like $40. You're supposed to be doing that 3 times a day, 20 minutes per day, to help strengthen your actual lungs, rib cage, everything. And then 30 to 60 minutes of cardio work without constricting the rib cage in any way. And every week, at least 10% more than what you did the last week, with also only trying to hit at best and control your heart rate, and keeping that I learned this since starting, that that my goal for oxygen is to keep my heart rate at only 70% of the maximum of what it would be without oxygen. So when my heart rate skyrockets, crank the oxygen up. The idea would be, at that point, you're trying to avoid the cascading effect of your blood pressure going up and your heart rate going up. So give yourself more oxygen so it all comes back down, because you want to be in that good therapeutic zone where you're not hurting anything internally. So you crank the oxygen based on 2 factors. Is your body shutting down? Is your blood pressure and your heart rate going up? Your heart rate is actually more important than your blood pressure, and your blood ox. That's what threw me off. You're not supposed to judge it on your blood ox during actual physical therapy. It's your heart rate first. That threw me for a loop. All oxygen is doing for me is, when I'm trying to get better over these coming weeks and months, it is supplementing what you get normally breathing normal air. If my lungs weren't crap, I just go run. I just get on a treadmill, and like, if the furthest I could make it is 20 minutes, then the next day I need to make it 21 minutes. If the next day is 21 minutes, the next day is 22 minutes. Like, just increase it like a normal person. Like, if you're not used to exercise, start slower, build up. My problem is my whole airway wants to shut that shit down. You can have like pleural effusions, like pulmonary edema. A lot of things can happen if you push it too hard. And surprisingly enough, if you push it too hard and or you don't give yourself enough oxygen, the cascading effect that happens usually with your lungs is your lungs start filling up with liquid. Because the exchange goes bad, liquid gets in, things go downhill. You don't want yourself aspirating because your own lung is going. So all the oxygen is doing for me in those settings of me trying to get healthier is supplementing what you get by breathing normal atmospheric air. That's it. That's all. It's trying to make it so I can go as far as I normally go, sans the oxygen, without that. So I'm just trying to get back on the level. I'm trying to get on your level, bro. We're breathing the same amount of oxygen, basically. I just need help. The only other way to get around this is to go lie down for the next few weeks and hope I heal up so I can start the slower process. And I still am a patient that qualifies for oxygen because of my first bout with the big C. The flip side of that is that when you start oxygen therapy, it takes your life over. You can't just go exercise with oxygen and then expect your body to be okay with that. Because you pushed your body using more oxygen. I'm going to crank my oxygen right after this. I'm going to crank it right now so I can finish talking about this. And then we'll titrate back down. How about that? Because I am losing, like, you guys all just got real blurry. So I know that I'm talking enough that me talking right now is a little too much. But I feel like this is important to describe. Because how many people here are actually buying anatomy and physiology for dummies, medical terminology for dummies, and then going and learning about your own body? I'll teach you a thing for a sec. When you start and this is something they don't teach you in those books. When you start oxygen therapy, the downside is your body needs that oxygen. Like, you know how you get mad gains? You go to a gym, you get ripped. Yeah, you hear the machine. I had to crank it to its highest setting because my vision just blurred in, and my vision with glasses just got blurry, and I got a little scared for a moment because I could feel the drowning sensation coming back. So I'm just trying to catch my breath while I talk. Don't worry about it. If it was continuous air, you wouldn't hear it like this. It would be fine. Okay. So when it's continuous oxygen, I don't run into this as many problems as this. The problem with using oxygen to work out, to try to supplement so you can go further and do better, to get healthier faster, is that your body now needs that oxygen for homeostasis all the damn time. Go fact check me. Go fact check from papers starting in 2020 talking about the big C, all the way to papers talking about 2022 for best practices for physical therapy for oxygen patients, specifically about the big C, and another one that was a meta study.
Please?
I'm trying to breathe, New Jack. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Everyone hashtag. So when you start working out, it is just the same as when you go and lift free weights at the gym, right? So for anyone who's weight trained, would you dare weight train and then eat the exact same diet? Are you going to expect your muscles to get better and then you're just going to eat the same diet? That's not how it works. When people get ripped, your muscles are literally ripping. You're literally hurting your muscles. And what's replacing it, in the dumbest way to put it, but it's the way that usually gets taught by physical trainers, is that when you're getting ripped, you're ripping muscle to replace it with scar tissue. That's not completely true. You're replacing it with fibrous tissue that has the strength more of scar tissue with still the elasticity and everything of the muscle you had before, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you're replacing it with better muscle. To do that, your body needs more. Like, the biggest problem people make while weight training and training in general is that they change their diet, but then they cut calories completely. Yeah, you might want to drop weight, but dude, you need carbs to replace. You need proteins. Your body only makes 8 or 9 of the almost dozen essential proteins to your own body. You need to get more protein into your body. Like, you need all of that. So if you don't start, like, if you want to go to the gym, lift weights, and you think you're going to see gains, you'll see them, but then you're going to feel like shit. And the problem is you didn't fix your diet. Your diet has to be fixed with it. Otherwise, your muscles suffer, right? Okay, now just let's translate that to lungs. Okay, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to make mad gains on my lung capacity, yo. Like, bro, you skipped lung day, that type deal, not leg day. So I go do that. The thing that hit me like a dump truck as well is that with that kind of mentality, what do you think my body needs to do after that? It needs the oxygen, but not just when I'm working out. Now when I go home, it needs the oxygen for me to just breathe so my lungs can rest, because it got, you know, better capacity, better expansion with the oxygen. I could work out longer with the oxygen, but it was helping my lungs. Now, if I were to take the oxygen away, I can't breathe when I go home. Screw all of that. Go check all those papers and find out you got to sleep with the oxygen on. And it's not to, once again, make your muscles any stronger. It's not going to do that. What it's going to do is make it so that when you just push your lungs all day for too long, you can simply breathe at night without your lungs filling up with fluid. It's filling up with oxygen and a proper exchange of gases. The biggest misconception about what I'm going through is this is not fun, and it's not optional. Once you start the idea of oxygen therapy to get a pulmonary patient better, you only have two things in front of you. And I've learned this the hard way, because I got into this not knowing that was really what is happening. If you have a pulmonary patient that needs oxygen, either they need it temporarily to get over an acute something, which in my case we'll count this acute, subacute as we go on. And I'm going to be able to, you know, the last step of this whole process is me not sleeping with oxygen anymore. That would be the last step of where I've done it. It's not me working out. The last step is actually me no longer needing to sleep with oxygen. Once I can work out with oxygen, that's good. Not sleeping with oxygen is very dangerous once you've been on oxygen therapy. The other case is that I am oxygen dependent for the rest of my life. Let's not even go there. Once you're on oxygen dependence at a certain level, your lifespan just got cut short, because your lungs were never meant to operate that way. So you just shortened your lifespan. I'm in the first category. This is why I need to talk. This is why I need to talk slower and fuck. It's not about being sensitive to the topic. I'm just talking too much. I'm not good enough to have done a stream yet where I went for 2+ hours. Go work out and hold a consistent conversation. And I'm trying to pretend like I'm good enough for that. There's a reason all of my streams while on this have run only 2.5 hours. I can't handle it. So, and especially without continuous oxygen, with this pulse delivery system, it never feels like I'm getting a deep breath of oxygen. Because the oxygen doesn't continue as I take the deep breath in. As I'm inhaling, the oxygen isn't going the whole time. So it's not doing what I need it to do. I talked for too long and now I'm feeling it. Sorry. 1 second. Long story short, when you get on oxygen therapy, you're not getting gains. People who use oxygen to get better gains for doing anything like athletic, either have a doctor's prescription and are under the care of a physical therapist, occupational therapist, and a respiratory therapist to make sure they aren't harming themselves. They're probably having blood draws done, their blood drawn every single day. And if you see people responsibly using oxygen to get stronger, the only way they're getting medical grade oxygen, other than being rich and subverting laws, by trying to say they're getting emergency backup oxygen and then burning money like crazy, by trying to use emergency size oxygen tanks like scuba divers would use to avoid things like the bends where you surface too fast. Anyone else using oxygen is just a fucking moron. Otherwise, it's people who need it and they don't want to be on it for any longer. They have to. And if they're stuck on it, they'd rather not be. Honestly, my options, there is a third option. I just don't show up to this. I don't show up home. And I just go get on a ventilator. That would help get my lungs open at the cost of being on a goddamn ventilator. And I don't want to do that. So, I mean, there is a third option. And literally 4 years ago, as I said last stream, and as I've said many times since that 4 years, if the treatment I was given 4 years ago when I got the Big C the first time didn't work within 24 hours, I was to go to an emergency room to get on a ventilator because I was going to die. That's how bluntly they put it to me. This either starts helping you, you see positive gains for your oxygen, for your symptoms within 24 hours, or go to the emergency room. You are actively going through stages where without a ventilator, you will die. So this is not like, do you just have oxygen for fun? No. This is not for fun. This is, I can't even hold a normal conversation as a YouTuber with you guys without things going catastrophically wrong without supplemental oxygen. So to answer that question, this ain't for fun. This isn't fairy tale land where I am some person trying to get massive gains and cheat a system. The reason that you can, I'll end it with saying, the reason that you can try to get better gains on working out and breathing oxygen is because you can help the exchange that happens between your muscles and your lungs. And it is clinically proven that by helping that exchange of oxygen between your lungs and your muscles, that you can get somewhere between a 20 to 30% better output for being able to push your other muscles in your body longer, with the caveat of many of them must still use oxygen in a very low capacity at night when they use it during the day because their body can't find homeostasis. So go read those papers and find out even people that try to use it to get muscle gains, if they don't use it at night as well, at least supplemental, or aren't on a CPAP, which also takes a prescription, or aren't on something else, they're just a moron. They're just your grade A idiot who saw something on YouTube or made an assumption, and they're going to get themselves in the emergency room or killed. Don't use oxygen without medical assistance, help. Don't be an idiot. No one does this for fun. I hope I got that cleared up. If you really want to get a safe way to get gains, guess what? Your body cooling down, your body overheating is another reason why you can't go as long on a treadmill or cardiovascular. Go check. surprised to say, I get to say go check YouTube. Go Google the studies they've done about using gloves that have circulating cool water go through your hands as you're on a treadmill. Literally that. You're going to find you actually get better cardiovascular gains. This is still stuff that's being studied. But it looks like on average, thank you, Flash, that you get better cardiovascular gains by not supplementing your oxygen, but by putting your hand in a glove that circulates cool water through the capillaries of your fingers and hands so that you keep your body cool and therefore more effectively circulate your blood and oxygen. And by keeping your body temperature cooler, by giving yourself a cooling system and not overheating your internal organs, you on average gain 25 to 37% more on the cardiovascular side. You actually get more cardiovascular gains if you don't need supplemental oxygen by, and this is still stuff under study, do your own research. Don't take this as go stick your hand in a ice pack and you do well on a treadmill. This is literally a glove that is just meant to fit people, and it's like an all-in-one cooler for your computer. It's a glove that circulates cold water, and water just helps to circulate the body heat from your body out of your hands to a circulating tank that then recirculates cold water back to your hand. You get better cardiovascular endurance on a treadmill or doing cardio workouts on elliptical, whatever you do, with that than supplemental oxygen. Go fact check me. I ain't shitting you. Anyone who uses this for cardio is literally a moron. Or has consulted medical profession advice, or has cut the middle and is an idiot, but also consulted medical advice at the same time. I guess there's a middle ground.
We would like to buy one child, please!
Looking forward to seeing you somehow again, S-Rank, on the oxygen concentrator. I'm gonna do my best. I don't have my notes on me. Okay. I probably gotta cut that out for later, people, because there'll be someone going, nuh-uh. That person will exist. They will appear. They will make us all miserable. None of us want to deal with them. I'm gonna burn a few of these. Uh-oh. That's where the other one was. I couldn't find the other one, and it was sneaking up on me. So please, do not believe, like, the very bad, very misguided advice of F lines Tetris F. Cool. Here's the next part of my F lines Tetris F. I know it's 3, whatever. F 3 1 2 3, whatever. I have a different way of remembering it. I didn't see the numbers first. I saw the shapes. Honestly,
Dispensing solution.
I don't know what else to say to try to make people know that don't do this. Don't go around trying to believe that you can use oxygen willy-nilly and not suffer egregious side effects. I'm on this oxygen at least 16 hours a day. When I sleep, when I'm working out, when I'm trying to do things, my minimum on this right now is 16 hours a day. let me just read really quickly. Instead of trying to describe, let me just quickly Google what this looks like. I'm gonna use the first credible source. I'm just gonna read it off and go on with my life. Hey, Mike L, what's going on? Okay. So, oxygen toxicity, oxygen poisoning. Symptoms: pulmonary, chest pain, coughing, difficulty breathing. Substernal heaviness. Your central nervous system. This is the AI overview. I'm not going to take it for this, but twitching of the face and hands, tinnitus, dysphoria, nausea, generalized convulsions, general dizziness, blurred vision, confusion, memory loss, headaches. Oxygen toxicity can occur when someone breathes in too much oxygen while using oxygen tanks for scuba diving, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, or breathing machines in the hospital. In severe cases, oxygen toxicity can lead to death. NCBI, like, let's go to the National Library of Medicine. Let's just, because this paper is published August 1st, 2023 by Jeffrey S. Cooper, Piola and Neil Shah. Oxygen is vital to sustaining life, whatever. I'm not reading like the whatever. This is taken from a study that was given because there's no abstract. So this is the breakdown. Breathing oxygen at a higher than normal partial pressure, which is what I'm doing right now, leads to hyperoxia. I always want to say hypoxia. That's the exact opposite. Hyperoxia. And can cause oxygen toxicity or oxygen poisoning. The clinical settings in which oxygen toxicity occurs are predominantly divided into two groups. One in which the patient is exposed to very high concentrations of oxygen for a short duration, like I'm doing right now, so I would start suffering the effects of this right now. Short duration is even this short, as you see me. And the second is where the patient is exposed to lower concentrations of oxygen, but for a longer duration. I'm on this 16 hours a day minimum while I'm sleeping, while I'm doing PT, to even just be up and active. Cool. These two cases can result in acute and chronic oxygen toxicity, respectively. Acute toxicity typically manifests with the central nervous system effects, while chronic toxicity has mainly pulmonary effects. Severe cases of oxygen toxicity can lead to cell damage and death. When the cells get damaged and they die, they're talking about cells including, but not limited to, pulmonary. Your alveolar sacs burst, and you just start getting flooded with, I don't know, liquids from your body, and you drown from the inside out. And no matter how deep of a breath you take, you continue to drown until you asphyxiate to death. That's what they're trying to get at. Doesn't that sound fun? I would not risk this if I thought I was going to kill myself doing it. Those are particular risks for oxygen toxicity include hyperbaric oxygen therapy patients. Literally leave it to burn victims to need that in special cases. Don't do it just because you think your skin in third-degree burns might need extra oxygen to heal. Okay, that's true. Patients exposed to prolonged high levels of oxygen, this is like almost a month, cool, premature infants, and underwater divers. This activity reviews the etiological, okay, they're going to describe the basic pathology. Yeah, I'm not going to all of that things. I'm just going to give you it's a pulmonary effects can present as early as within 24 hours of breathing pure oxygen. It only takes, I'm literally, go ahead, read it for yourself. National Library of Medicine, published, last updated August 1st, 2023. The author being Cooper, Shah, S-H-A-H, and P-H-U-Y-A-L. You can learn this on your own so you don't question if this is a fun thing to do. The etiology of this Yeah. Extended exposure to above normal oxygen partial pressures, what I'm doing right now, or shorter exposure to very high partial pressures can cause oxidative damage to cell membranes, leading to the collapse of the alveoli in the lungs. The collapse of your lungs is what happens if you think this is for fun. If you do this for funsies, you're going to collapse your lungs. I don't know about you, but I don't want a collapsed lung. Pulmonary effects, like collapsed lungs, can present as early within 24 hours of breathing through oxygen. Symptoms include pleuritic. I always want to say it wrong, but like pleural effusions. You know, you get an effusion into your pleural cavity of like water because your alveoli exploded. Pleuritic chest pain, substernal heaviness, your sternum, coughing, and dyspnea secondary to tracheobronchitis. Itis at the end of it means inflammation. My airway is collapsing. Yours would be swelling. And absorptive, don't tell me to pronounce that. Atelectasis. I hate these words. I've heard professors pronounce them so many different ways. I hate them, which can lead to pulmonary edemas. I think I already said that at the beginning of this. A pulmonary edema is not good, where the fluid forms around your lungs, making it difficult to breathe, but also puts pressure on your heart. Sometimes can lead to your heart having myocardial, you can have an edema around the heart, leading to the idea that you can have the return of, it can restrict your ventricles, meaning that you can't even get oxygen to your lungs through the only your pulmonary artery, which is the only artery in your body to carry deoxygenated blood. Like, I don't know, like, and then like it just, I don't know what to really tell people. Like, pulmonary symptoms typically abate, start getting less, 4 hours after cessation of exposure in the majority of patients. If you pull this and are stupid, stop doing it and you start feeling better within 4 hours usually. Central nervous system effects manifest with a multitude of potential symptoms. Early symptoms and signs are quite variable, but the twitching of the perioral, why I have to read this wrong because I almost said the wrong thing, and small muscles of the hand is a fairly consistent feature. If exposure to oxygen pressures is sustained, tinnitus, dysphoria, nausea, and generalized convulsions can develop. Central nervous system toxicity, that's going beyond that effect. Now toxicity to your central nervous system is expedited by factors such as raises in your partial CO2. PCO2 is your partial carbon dioxide count in your please don't let me have gotten this scientifically wrong because ABGs are killing my brain. PCO2, that's your partial carbon dioxide that's in your plasma, in your blood, because when partial gases are in your blood, they all of a sudden become electrolytes. Isn't that fun to know? Yeah, CO2 in your blood, that's an electrolyte. CO2 in your lungs, that's a waste thing, but you actually do need a certain level of carbon dioxide in you. If your bicarbonate level is too low or too high, you're screwed. Stress, fatigue, and cold. The CNS effects secondary to oxygen toxicity are known as the BERT effect. I'm finished already. I study for nursing. I already have to go through all this stuff. Am I doing this for fun? Let me go ahead and just do this. Fuck no. And if anyone does it for fun, they're a fucking moron. And you should probably distance yourself from them as fast as possible, as well as educating them while throwing like literature over your shoulder, because they're probably stupid enough to like drive drunk or like think that they should run with sharp objects, or I don't know. They probably think fire around pure oxygen is a fun thing to do. And they're probably the same one who's like, I'm going to make it at home fire whatever. And they turn a bottle of something upside down and put a flame to it. And they're like, isn't this neat, before the can explodes? Please, if anyone does this for fun, run the other way, because they're probably going to get you killed too for how stupid they are. I hope I made that really clear. Talk to doctors, talk to respiratory therapists, physical therapists, occupational therapists, cardio, pulmonary. Those doctors need to be your general doctor. If they're not involved and they're doing it, they're fucking stupid. So anyway, to answer the question I got, if anyone does this for fun, please get away from them. They're a dangerous person. Because if they're willing to do this for fun, they're willing to do a lot of other things for fun that you really need to be away from. Thank you so much, fam. I hope I made a very educational point with that. I really hope I did. Welcome and welcome back to the family. Blue, Jason, Tegan, Keela. Hey, the real Keela. What's going on? And Undeterred. Those are welcome backs in there. Carbon M2. Hey, what's going on? So yeah. There's my little thing. Hope everyone got educated from it. It's cool. Yeah, thank you, Vamp. I appreciate that. I mean, hey, Gene, what's going on? Did the black stripe in the hair get wider? Yes, it did. The black stripe is actually me. My blue hair is not mine. My blue hair is my brother's. It always has been. The blue hair I wear is in memory of my brother. I got the blue hair 2 days after my brother died, and I decided to keep my blue hair for 6 years as penance, because my brother could have used my my company for about 6 years. And I have to do this the long way. This is so dumb. And instead, I tried to figure out a way to fix them when it was an unfixable situation. So my brother needed my company, and instead I did that. So I told myself that my blue hair would be penance for... let's go ahead and just open up upstairs. I don't want to do things too out of order. That penance has, yeah, I've done this 6 years. It's been 8.5 years since he died. But me shaving off the blue feels like I'm killing my brother all over again. So I can't just get rid of it. But I'm comfortable with what I've got now. I finally, we should probably all write this down. Tetris piece, line, P, pitch. Hold on. I should write this down. What am I talking about? I actually do need to write this down because I can't find my note. No blood pressure cuff. Don't start. Oops. Okay. The first one was 3 1 2 3, or maybe they're transposed. I don't know. This one is just. I might get this wrong. We might have to redo it. It's fine. I'm gonna get that S plus because I'm Tetris small stick, P big stick. I'll write down the numbers that they should be on a keypad. Tetris 2. Small stick is a 0. P is a 6. Big stick is a 7. Okay, cool. I wrote it down. Cool, now I've got it. That's the A runs. Cool. If I have to repeat this because I screw up. Now discard. Oh no. I'm glad, Loud Noises, that my guide helped you. Oh, Blue, did you think you upset me? I hope you don't believe you upset me. No one upset me. I just... Was that directed at me? Hey, Firefowl, what's going on? Hey, Jason. Welcome to the family. That shield gets stronger with time. It's wooden right now, though. Hey, let's look at the sunny side here. Look, I truly thought I was gonna lose functionality. Please be red and go to the right. Please don't let me screw this up, because I don't know how to fix it. Oh, okay, please start with red. Uh-oh. Can I go backwards and flip it back? Okay, do I start with blue? Okay, we start with blue. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do we start with green? Uh-oh. 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 This is the first time in a long time I've screwed up this I am so screwed. I am so screwed. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is the worst. How do I fix this? No, not like that. Not like that. That was the worst way to try to. No, okay. Can I just stick this? Can I just? Okay, just stick a little liquid in here. But that won't fix it. Oh God, no, 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 no. Oh, this is my nightmare. And if you think this is not my nightmare, I have had nightmares about this situation. No, don't stop. Okay, fill up the small. Okay, let's do this. Fill up the small one as far as it goes. Fill up the small one as far as it goes, and then the liquid that's in the other one can finish filling it up. Right? Because the level needs to be on this one. That should be the correct level. Okay, I fixed it. Oh, God. I don't know which color to start with. I don't have my notebook. And that taught me nothing. I don't learn. I've played all the Silent Hills on the channel. Usually live streams. I even need to get my brother's PS4 that can still play PT up and going so you guys can have that too. Oh, that was the worst. That was the worst. How much time do I have? Uh-oh. Alright, we just go. We ball. You kidding? We ball. If I truly want more after this, I can come back down and get that gunpowder, or I can make it into something right now. No, 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 bro. I can't drop anything. We ball. He tried, and he mixed again. He tried it, and he mixed again. This went on for 3 hours. He tried, and he mixed again. Do I have a knife? I can't even use the knife trick on these guys. You can actually kill them without ever making a sound. If you go up behind them, you can stun lock them. Or, I mean, to the side of them. Oh. Oh, because I did everything wrong. I forgot. I haven't even gone and turned the power on. No. No. Withering Rooms? There's a lot of things that, like... I have an ongoing list of things I need to get to. That sounds like another great addition to it, but I don't have the list handy and I can't do it right now. Later, when I say I have it handy, remind me and let's see if I can add it to it. I don't know if it's something, but it's... I don't really have money right now. Does it cost money? Does it cost more than $10? Like, I'm negotiating with you how much it costs. When do you... Yeah, I know Fears of Fathom did the 5th episode because I was trying to decide what to do for a stream. Literally a day or two ago. I was trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do that I wouldn't need to record. Fears of Fathom came up. on the table, but I was like, I want to record that, and I don't want this. I want my continuous actual oxygen if I'm going to do that. So, like, I discussed the idea, pros and cons, and it came up as, like, okay, my son was sitting right behind me while I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. And it was like, okay, just don't right now. Because you're going to have to either take a lot of breaks that will be very distracting, or you're going to have to not have continuous oxygen, or you're going to have to breathe in people's ear, all right? So, like, we knew those were the two things. So screw it. I'm doing things out of order. I'm going and getting the freaking extra space. I can't do this. My Steam everything is in the description below. Good thing. As soon as I was like checking for ideas, my son right behind me, while I was talking to someone else, said, maybe Fuse to Fathom, was repeating what someone on the phone was saying. As I was trying to spitball ideas. My son even said Fuse to Fathom, like, you should do that, Dad. Which, like, everyone's bringing up a good point. And then another bigger YouTuber literally released episode 5 that day. And I just look like I'm piggybacking and just doing what they're doing with no sense of, like, creativity or sense of, like, oh my god, guys, we're getting muffed tonight. So, like, I was just, I told my son, I was like, a bigger YouTuber did it. I'm late. Like, I just look, if I did it tonight in particular, I'd look like I'm just, If you happen to come across Homecoming, like Silent Hill Homecoming, you're asking because my hair is dark, I'm going gray, and I wanted to go silver, but the bleaching makes my hair so dry. No, there's no... The black strip is for me, trying to keep the blue of my brother, but seeing me, and also I need to put the lines back in my head. I played Silent Hill Homecoming. Are you talking about, like, my playthrough of that? As Firefowl. I need to curate the streams or replay the games. If I play Homecoming, I honestly, to tell you the truth, to be 100%, I mean, if I'm going to be real with you, no lie, no cap on God. My brain got so happy that I just did that, even though that's just the worst. Is anyone here a fan of the Souls game? You're looking at one of the biggest fans of the Souls games ever. Oh, we're running behind. I gotta kill things fast. Either I can, like, get the stream of Homecoming and, like download it, edit it, get it down to, like, the gameplay parts, or put thumbnails in it or whatnot, like bookmarks in it, something. I don't know. I gotta figure out what to do. But Homecoming is one of the games where I remember just as much as needed for it to be, I have the essential story beats down type deal. Like, I know that part, and that's it. That's as much as I remember. So I always forget to grab this to combine it, because just in case you're wondering, you're supposed to grab these two and then combine it with the green herb downstairs to make your shield heal. Oh yeah, I was rocking Bloodborne. Some people made me extremely upset playing, and I couldn't handle it. What I want to talk about? Oh, I actually need to get on once I get things. Oh, damn it. I actually need to get on top of all my stuff with audio. I lost out on, I got actually further on an audition for for legal reasons, all I can say is an anime that is one of the top 10 most watched, also currently being produced animes in the world right now. And it was going to be for like main cast type status. I didn't get it, but I really wish I had a better reel, but I was able to point to some stuff that I did here. I gotta get on that reel, but also let's have the oxygen concentrator come in first. But I gotta tell you, like I need help with that, but I gotta tell you, no, it's not a priority. I already lost out on it. It just sucks, because I don't want to like break an NDA, but I want you to know what I lost out on right now. And it's just, I want to tell you, one, somebody I know is one of the other people that lost out on it. But it is,
Welcome back, Dr. Lee. You have
it hurts
5 new messages.
to think you're about to land a big spot on a.
Who left the freezer open?
Who did leave the freezer open? Let me look up. Please work, phone. I'm near enough to the window. Maybe it'll work. It doesn't want to load things right now. It just said no, sir. Okay, top 10 current anime. Let me make sure that it's still one of the top 10. Oh yeah, holy crap, it's top 5. I hurt even more now. Oh no, it's rated as now top 5. No. Oh, if that gives you anything, top 5 currently being produced anime. Oh, that hurts my soul. That I physically hurt over reading that. I shouldn't have done that to myself. Oh, God. That would have been me breaking into the industry and making fucking bank finally off of my voice. Motherfucker. Oh, that is so... I shouldn't have looked that up. You got to see depression live on stream. Like real-time depression. Anyway, I feel like I could have actually gotten a little further if I actually didn't have to point them immediately to stuff I'm doing currently, like the streams and whatever. Oh, breaking into voiceover, voice acting industry is the hardest thing. It is people who have been set pieces for a long time. Getting into the industry is exhausting. Because it, like, your demo reels aren't actually the thing that matter as much, but I think in this case it did matter. Like I should not have looked that up live on stream. That just made me legitimately hurting. Oh God, I didn't do the. Where didn't I do the thing? Crap. What didn't I do? Uh-oh. Can I still get S+ with all the screw-ups? Oh, I have to put the thing in. I have to get the other thing. I have to have him following me. Okay. Which means I should have something. I don't have a flashbang. Okay, if I die, we have to start back off at the Stewards. I wanted to get to Resident Evil 3 tonight. As soon as you read the top 5 production, it was diagnosed as depression. I'm guessing you lost all the audio and potential voice lines. No. I lost the position. I was auditioning for a role as one of the new characters being introduced into a currently being produced anime. That is one of the 5 most watched animes in the world currently being made, and I lost out on the part of a prominent new, you know, I won't say protagonist, antagonist, but they get screen time for the next 2 seasons at least. And I...
Dispensing solution
It's-
now.
That did the trick.
And I kept saying top 10, and then I was like,
Warning.
it's actually a little bit more
You have
popular than
dispersed
that, isn't
a
it? And
dangerous
then
solution without authorization. Your actions have been blocked.
NDA, I can't say the anime's name. Otherwise, I wouldn't be so vague about it. I can't sit here and say the anime's name. You signed those NDAs. They mean it. Those are not suggestions. Those are binding contracts where they will take everything I love and own. Can you hear some voice acting? My voice that I use right now has a lot of it. All I can say is there's nothing in the NDA to say that it's one of the top 10, and then I just looked over. It's like, what's one of the top 5? Watch, stream, download, rated. I'm low on oxygen. Otherwise, I would say something real fast. Like, but usually, there's just drama. Everything has to, like, you just have to. You can't just be, I'm upset. Like, you don't know what you've done. Like, you can't, you just have to, everything you do, and I really had to use my diaphragm for that one. You have to just take everything and you have to, it has to go above because you have a character that is animated. So you have to start really pushing whatever voice you're doing, and you'd be surprised that, like, one of the only things that very few people have ever seen me, like, in my office doing any of that. I realize that I stand, like, to do a lot of that stuff, but I don't, like, act expressively with my body other than, like, hands. I talk with my hands a lot. Other than that, there's not really any much difference between me, like, talking normally and not. Like, it is really that. You kind of get in a groove. And you just follow that. Can I do impersonations? Yeah, but I'm not going to do any right now. That was actually way easier on my body for me to just push that real fast than you'd think. I can't do much right now. This oxygen won't let me catch my breath if I start losing it. Like, that's my natural voice. I just growled it out a bit. I just accentuate. That's all I just did. That's nothing new. Like, that's called a breathing exercise at that point. Like, so, like,
Now back to Ada.
just me exhaling and then adding kind of that layered on a voice so you don't damage your vocal cords, because they'll ask you to do like 10 to 100 takes or something.
Attention. Unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected.
But yeah, that's all there really is. A lot of things. It's a lot of feeling like you got to take whatever you're doing, you need to dial it to 11 real fast. And that's it. That's the secret sauce. Like, I know I just, like, gave away the whole industry, but, like, practicing, not stuttering, enunciating when need be, big time. Enunciation is a very big key. Making sure that you've got down packed the idea of, like, the do's and don'ts for the industry in general. The industry is very, like, you're either a part of it or you're not. That's the only way I can truly put it right now. You're already a part of the industry I'm speaking of, or you're not. It's hard to get into it. It's extremely hard. As in, I'd already be a part of it if it weren't so daggum hard. So, like, it's like it feels like a club. I know it's not, but it feels disheartening many times. Good night, Jason. Thank you for being here. I saw a good night, Jason there. So, like, breaking through to it is just, it's hard. It's just hard. What else can I say? I'm just gonna repeat myself over and over. Anything else I'm supposed to be taking into this fight? Just take one herb and take a second knife just in case. And because I need the flamethrower. Flamethrower. Second knife. Nope. Oh my god. Please, I'm running out of time. I'm an idiot. Please learn how I can't take the grenades this way. Maybe I should just get good. Then I wouldn't have to worry about it. Maybe just explode him to death. Crap, please. No, don't take a second. Whatever. Slash him with what you got. Chuck hand grenades at him. I'm, flamethrower, where is it? Screw it. I'm going in dry. I don't care. Fuel. Wow, that's not what I meant. I meant dry. You know what? I'm gonna get that shield healed just because I said that, because that did not come out the way I meant for it to come out in any way, shape, and form. Damn it. I already have too many things. Alright, how much time do we have? 30. Oh, we have 30 minutes. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna beat this thing into the ground. 30 minutes to do the rest of it. This was from like a year ago. Over a year ago. We'll just save it over this just in case. What is my problem? I'm sorry. There was that wasn't like a funny haha, he's trying to make it. No. That was a, oh, I actually am just kind of an idiot sometimes, and he doth not know what he says. I meant like as in out, dry in the way of like. Can I please land that? Thank you. Shit. Glad I didn't do that. I don't want to use the grenades yet. Shit. Coming. No, he'll hit me again. Why did I get that close? It's alright. It's alright. Because he's hiding behind him. This. And that. And he's going to pick this up. And I'm going to have him throw it right here. Why am I acting like I'm crap at this game? This is the worst I've done in Birkin for a long time. Just do your thrust. Please thrust. That one will work too. I'll break this knife off in his back. Okay, there's a flame fuel. I'm gonna burn him. We're gonna go overboard with this. Don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. Not yet. Shoot. Since I'm behind him, he'll wheel. I'm going to lose a Birkin fight. Why don't I just throw grenades at him? He's not jumping yet. He's about to jump. As soon as I say that, he'll jump. Oh, this is what I want. Slam it down, big boy. Hi. Hi. Alright, I can salvage this. I can salvage it, I think. Okay. And now we burn. He's dead. He just doesn't know it yet. Thank you. Alright, so that's the worst I've ever done at that fight. Let's go.
Target.
Where?
The neutralize. Ending quarantine.
We're gonna be a grenadier to try to take down the tyrant to make it easier on me. I got enough flashbangs. And then we'll be able to start Resident Evil 3 tonight. And then I will move on to, cause honestly, I should just keep going. Like, I'll put on the wish list tonight. If anyone wants to go on Amazon wish list, my shoe is falling apart. How much is my shoe falling apart? This is almost comically bad. How much comes out of my shoe? Oh, I tipped it too fast. So this shoe in particular is while I do physical therapy, you have your insole, and then I've had it for 6 years, so I've rubbed out where the ankle and everything, whatever. No, I kept thinking I got stuff in my shoes, and I was looking at my tennis shoes, and I was like, what did I get in them? And plus they're made for like they're not made for road because they're a little too bottom heavy and they're too heel heavy. So I get heel slap in these. They're not made for that. And then I kept doing this, and there's like white chunks coming out. They're like, this looks like tooth enamel. No, it's at the very toe of my shoe. I've worn through all of it, and it's the actual bottom of my shoe that just keeps coming out. And it's like totally broken. So thank you for being here. Oh, sleep medicine. Oh crap. I have a child that needs to go to school tomorrow.
Destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
He wasn't going to tell me about it, was he? There's no part of him that was going to come and remind me that he's got school tomorrow, because it means he stops playing stuff right now. Ada, baby, I want to believe you, but I can't. BB, thank you for being here. No, it's not about the insoles. I've actually worn out, my first idea was, oh yeah, I'll get new insoles, it'll be fine. I will do that, Kelsey. I need to do that and tell my son to get this bedtime-ish. No. Insoles would work if it weren't for the idea that the front third of my left shoe it's not the insole, it's the actual shoe crumbling. So I keep kicking up parts that are feel like pebbles, and it's just pain to walk on. So I've been doing this whole thing where I try to shake my shoe out and get as many of them loose as possible. And then I get on the treadmill, and then they come up anyway, and I just deal with it because it hurts even more to stop, because then I feel the pain in my lung, and then I feel like I can't catch my breath on this without it being continuous oxygen. And it's just instead of the pain in my lung, I don't really know how to explain to other people that when you lose your ability and sensation to breathe properly, it's panic inducing. Anyone who's felt like they're truly drowning, not they couldn't catch their breath, but like people with asthma probably know their first asthma attack, how terrifying it was to just, breathing was off the table apparently, and you were the last one to find out that day, you know. I'm carrying some flashbangs in case anyone grabs me. I'll grab the other stuff in a sec. And so the scariest thing is it's either, okay, let's stop the treadmill, let's stop the elliptical, let's stop walking, let's stop all physical activity and let you realize that your lung is actually making you feel awful, which you'll feel after it, but you can cool down and you can relax because you got your physical therapy over with. Or pause everything like the idiot I am, because I actually did that once. Pause everything, handle it right then and there, and regret life decisions big time. No, I wish an insole could fix it. Bro, I'm gonna tell you how much I don't have money that people think I have. I've already taken out the insole of my shoe and seen if I could duct tape the end of it under the insole. I am a bala on a budget. I am $1,000 late on my rent this month. Like I am not financially well off because I've been taking care of my dad trying to die on me. My son, who needs a dad full time for the last 3 weeks because his mom's dad is actively dying, would be dead anywhere from 2 minutes ago, and we didn't find out. From 2 hours from now, 2 days from now, I don't know. Listen, I know how to get by. I've been there, done that. I already took my shoe apart, looked on the inside, saw if I could stick duct tape in there, put the insole back in, and hope that the duct tape would hold down all the debris of the below the insole of my shoe that gets kicked up, and it didn't work. That's why I know I need new shoes. I already been there. There's duct tape in this shoe, bro. Like, I grew up in a certain set of circumstances that led me to this place in time where I know what I gotta do sometimes. All right. Sometimes you just know what you gotta do. I was just talking about that. I didn't turn the hot water back on. Hold on. Everyone, hold on. It's time for me to take my medicines. Pause, please. I'll be right back. Because I just realized. Wait. Thank you. No, not that. Undo this. Yurkin, thank you so much. Yurkin, I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Hold on. I gotta turn back on the hot water for my son. Because even in my house, the hot water is broken. So if I don't turn it off, it doesn't work correctly. I'm gonna wait for this to pop up. Shugu might stabilize it. No. We're beyond that. I took it off and I saw the real problem I'm in. If I just turn on the hot water, the water in there is still hot because it should be at least warm. As soon as I turn it on, if you just crank it on hot, you'll see how much cold you have to add to it. But I'll turn on the hot water. I'm coming. Well, child, it is 11:37. If I had known that maybe... Huh? 10:37. If I had known that you weren't probably going to let me know that it was getting close, because you know I lose track of time. I'm hurrying. Someone was just very kind, and there's $50, but it won't pop up on the screen because it's super chat. I'm waiting to thank somebody properly. I gotta see this. Wait, it's gotta. You can watch on the corner. As soon as it pops up on this right here, I'm coming out and I'm turning on the hot water. Everyone hashtag Yurkin. Like, no, there's Shugu. No, these are beyond saving. Once I took the insole out, I realized I was screwed. Like these shoes are comically broken. But I don't have any other tennis shoes. Otherwise, I could go back to like, I could put on my 6-inch boots, my 511s, and try to jog in them. We're waiting. I don't know why they're so delayed. They've been not delayed. And then they were never delayed. And now when they get to higher amounts, I think YouTube is just thinks I'm scamming people or something. So that like it gets held for a few. Because they were all on top of it. Shugu only goes so far. Duct tape goes about as far as Shugu goes. I'm a master with duct tape. I've learned the ways. Oh my god, please. Streamlabs, I need to turn on the hot water. Hold on. I feel like a jerk when it doesn't pop up. Because someone's like over here $50 that I didn't have, and now they help me make ends meet whenever YouTube gives me that in a month or two. And now like Streamlabs is just like, no. Everyone else gets a pop-up, but super chats, we're just gonna sit on that. Like all these others came up immediately. Instant pop-up on the screen. My 6-inch boots, my 5, not heels. Oh my god, my mom used to be able to run in heels. Come on. How are you feeling? You're alright if you kick it in. I gotta do... but I don't... Come on. It's a stick. Okay, you know what? I'm pausing and I'm turning on the hot water. We'll revisit it. That's it. That's another one. Thank you so much, Matt. Actually, Matt Black. Actually, as in Matt, as in like a finish. Everyone hashtag over there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Let me turn on the hot water for my son. I'm gonna play those in just a second. I have not forgotten about you. Thank you so incredibly much. Super chats don't go to the bar because that's in the description right now. I can't make him go to the bar right now. I'll be right back. I promise I will. Doing my best. I am so. Did you guys do more things while I was? Oh, why did my be right back thing stop? There are clouds. Did you guys do more things? Also, it never popped up. Oh, there's super stickers. Wait, are those count? Will those refuse to pop up? I haven't replugged in my. I still got my handbag of oxygen. Sorry, guys. Like I need to put it on the ground and plug it back in. What? Let me think, everyone, real quick. Matt Black, thank you so much. I appreciate that so incredibly much. Yurkin above that, thank you so much. Those don't show up on the bar right now because right now bar is about like instant things and Streamlabs gives me stuff now. Those help me pay bills when come November, I'm your best friend because I'm gonna look at that and go, oh holy shit, like that's how I paid a bill. Matt Black, thank you so much. Thanks for being you. Are do super stickers just not pop up? I don't know. Anyway. No, Yurkin, you're perfectly fine. Listen. That bar, one, is broken in the first place. I don't know how the code is so screwed up. But it multiplies it, usually super chats, super stickers, by a factor of like, I would be a millionaire if someone actually gave that much. Second, when you give someone super chats or super stickers, what ends up happening is that you appease the gods, as Kelsey says, spiting the overlords. You spite the overlords because it shows them that you like what you see at everyone hashtag Kelsey, and you can, if you're on your phone, you can hit the like on her thing. You can hit a like on her super chat. Time to spite the overlords. So there's a thing, yeah, it shows them that people are engaged. They like it when people like become members, when people do things like that. It helps me more than you'd imagine. YouTube takes their cut. I'm sure if I start talking about YouTube's cut, my stream will get cut as well. And then, all right, it's plugged back in. Are you plugged back in? You're plugged back in. I tried to turn it down while I was gone. I have to turn it right back up. Hey, Patrick, what's going on? But like they take the cut and then they give me like, they should give it to me usually in the next pay cycle. Many times they hold it until a pay cycle even after that. And I don't know why. So I can't ever say, but like, I really do appreciate the support, guys. Good thing about chips. Oh my God, chips, ketchup, everything. Okay, I'm gonna move on with some of my life. Kelsey showed up. It goes on the screen.
I got 1, I got 3. Can I get a 5? Can I get a 5? 5 in the fishnets. 5 in the fishnets. Can I get a 5 in the fishnets?
Can I get a 5 in the fishnets?
Can I get a 5 in the fishnets? Words I didn't think I'd ever say, ever. Can I mention ever again?
Ketchup cake. Wow, thank you, Yurkin.
Do not look at my little bean with your dirty eyes.
Let's see if that thing works better. Smile.
That actually, yeah, that's the super sticker versus the super chat. It does. It shows up completely. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, right now, like I said in the description, the Streamlabs helps me now to be able to get supplies for like my oxygen stuff. But like in the future, like in a few months from now, I'm gonna be looking at things like Yurkin like that, and I'm gonna be going, thank God. Like I can, we're one step closer to my rent. Now I have to stop looking at chat because I just saw something about ketchup cake. So everyone needs to give props to Yurkin. I'm gonna give a heart. Everyone hits the like button on Yurkin's engagement like crazy on my stream, and then I'm gonna pretend like I didn't just see what I saw, and I saw what I saw, so I know exactly what I saw. So no. I'm gonna beat this super tyrant, and I ain't even addressing whatever that situation is. That has nothing to do with me and my life. I'm not. No. Today is not the day that I learn about whatever it is you're pushing. I don't have a shield on. Today is just not that day. It doesn't. I don't want to make it that day. It's not gonna become that day. I'm not gonna use the knife. Let's be real. Let's start with a shield. I'm not gonna lose to him, but like just in case, you know.
Attention. Self-destruct sequence.
Just today's not.
Use the central elevator to evacuate.
I'm sure someone. No, I ain't. Isn't ketchup cake just meatloaf? Thank you, Jeffrey. I can move on with my life because that's exactly what it is. Design flaw. Its heart is in the open. Wonder why no one ever addressed that design flaw when they were doing in the preliminary stages.
7 minutes until detonation.
Is it time to be a grenadier yet? Not yet. Shoot. It is time to use another heal. And it's grenadier time.
Not good.
Oh, he missed one. Cheater. There we go. Hey, Ada.
Where did this?
He's gonna straight jab me to my face, isn't he? That was.
You have arrived at the bottom level.
They gave me this the little thing of just knowing you're about to get face wrecked. Whee! All right. I can't promise I can pull the same stunts of really not having my notebook and really not knowing what I'm doing and do the same kind of thing, but I believe that is S+. Even with me not having my notebook and being way out of practice. So out of practice that I really screwed up a lot. So I think now is the time that I do another thing, which is we come out of that with that S+. That's one game down. 2 more to go, but we're not getting through them tonight. This one, that one's next. Nope, I'm not. I'm going on to the next game. So this main window, the Elgato, I'm cutting that out for a second. Nobody panic. It's just the Elgato gone. We might lose everything. I'm going to load up Resident Evil 3 real quick. I'm just going to play that. I don't remember the mechanics of RE3 either. So this is going to be interesting. And then over the course of the next few days, I'm going to do RE4R. So, like, we'll get to all of them. I will... Look, people want it. I'll give a marathon, and I was going to do it for charity or if I was screwed. We're in screwed territory. Don't tell me HDR is on. Why does it look so, like... Yeah, HDR is off. Okay, so everything's still there the way it should be. It's just really dark for you guys. You should probably fix that. No, I'm not playing in 2K. No. You guys can watch it however you want to, but I'm playing it 4K. Ray tracing, yeah, I get it, but like Daddy wants it. I'll crank that down so my graphics card doesn't start heating up my leg like it's trying to cook a turkey. I've been following for 5 years now. Show my respect for you. Super chat, Mike. Thank you for your first super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I got one. I got three. Can I get a 5? Can I get a 5? 5 in the fishnets. 5 in the fishnets. Can I get a 5 in the fishnets? Can I get a 5 in the fishnets? Words I didn't think I'd ever say ever. Can I mention ever again?
5 years. It's so weird that I've been doing this for 8.5 years. You know, at my brother's birthday, I've been doing this for 9 years. I got to put out a lot more content in like the next year. So when we celebrate a decade, I got just way too much content on my channel. So it could be like, we've been doing this for 10 years and it's just like a backlog of a lot. Gotta get on that. Gotta be healthy to do that though. How about I make it so, brightness? I mean, the brightness for you guys is blown out, but it's the blacks. Hold on. This is my monitor that's also calibrated. Okay, this is the first setting that came up that the black is showing, so I'm gonna do one over that. And then until the picture on the left disappears. Yeah, it's disappearing at a rate that, like, you guys, yeah, let's make it so it's viewable by you guys, right? Okay. So, let's remember that I am the first person to technically ever beat this game knife only, including Final Nemesis. Someone can correct me if I'm truly wrong on that, if like someone got to it like a day or two before me. But as far as I know, I'm still the first one. I'm still the first one ever to do knife only, including Final Nemesis, figuring out you did not need to actually attack the Nemesis. You can slowly push the things in, and that was utter hell. I wish that on nobody. My ranks on... Wait, hold on. What's wrong with my ranks? What happened? What did we do? I reinstalled this. What did we do, guys? Did we do a mod? Have we done a mod version of... Oh, no. Or is it that on my... Don't tell me that we did this on my PS5 and my Xbox Series X and we didn't do it on this. Like, what did we do? Did we do a mod? We might have done a mod. This is shameful. This is shameful. Clear time is 2 hours. Time saves can be 5. I can't guarantee I can get S on Inferno. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna try to beat it on Inferno. I'm not guaranteeing S. I think you think my completions are on PS5? Okay. I know I have some completions on my Xbox Series X. I don't know. That just feels shameful. Like if I were to load a game, what would happen right now? There's one that's from this year, another that's from this year, and the rest are from 2020. Is this the thing I did my original playthrough on? Is that what's going on? I don't know. I think we did a mod. I feel very... Okay, but like, there's default Jill I do like, but like, classic Jill is not practically dressed. I will never do the classic character, you guys. We aren't doing that. He gets the mop top. New game. I haven't really played this in a while. I don't remember my routing. Are there any other excuses I can come up with before we start this? Okay. Yeah, I can only do my mods. on PC, so I'm assuming that that's what's happened. That all my PC runs are from doing modded runs. So, for someone with PTSD about what she's been through, I actually understand the pistol on the sink. I just don't understand the running water. That's what gets me. I actually understand the pistol more than I do leaving your water running and having been in bed or something. I have a weird sense of priorities. Wait. Is this game... What's happening? Turn the water off. Yellow boy? Hair dryer? Yeah. I'm gonna say right now, love the face, love Ada's new voice. There are some things about the remakes I really like. The outfit though, the old school outfit, like she's got the jackass holster, a tube top, and a skirt, I think. Turn the water off. And she's got the kind of jackass holster I really don't approve of, because it means that you have to draw and flag people. If you're gonna get a cross draw holster, please get one that that you actually have to draw up. I know it's less convenient, but safety is important of people who don't deserve to be hurt.
Are you okay?
Brad, is that you?
Listen, you gotta get out of there.
Trying to balance
What are you
volume.
talking about?
I don't have time to explain. You gotta get out of there right now.
All right, let me grab my...
Yeah, it's balanced enough. Stop. She actually acts like she just got hurt from that. Unlike every other protagonist ever. Like, she just, like, she got slammed to the ground and it's like, she's holding on, but... I haven't seen all this in a while. He's super not happy. Now, I'm going to tell you the part where my suspension of disbelief gets ruined in this. It's not this part. This is not the part where suspension of disbelief just gets ruined for me. Or suspension of belief. I don't know. I don't look at the modded costumes all that much because they're all like, they're all borderline porn or just porn. I don't like that right there. If she was actually near a concussive and explosive force that strong that it could propel her through a door that was shut, even if there's a lever, she got some broken ribs and she's struggling to breathe way more than I am. Because she hit a rail and it stopped her. She didn't flip over the rail, so all of her force was just taken in a place that is prone to breaking. She's got broken ribs and she's struggling. That's the one I can't... If all of the things that you think, oh yeah, you suspend... The game starts off with something that I just wish they hadn't done. You cannot take... One, she wouldn't... So here's the science behind that. One, the concussive force of the combustion of that fire. Since there's fire, is combustion. Most likely not an explosion like you'd think, but there is a combustible element to that created the fire. But since it was a concussive force behind it, eardrums are blown, guaranteed. The decibel level is high enough that if that happened and she was right next to it, she no longer can hear, nor will she hear probably, and it's not going to ring ears. She's not going to hear for the next few weeks until her eardrums are healed. She'll have a hearing impairment. And then if it's enough to throw her, she's actually going to have back injuries because equal and opposite force. So she's actually going to have injuries to her back, legs, everything. She might even have whiplash, which will be a critical thing for your CNS. Your central nervous system doesn't like your neck whipping back like that. Then on top of that, just like a car crash, she hit a rail, which would finish the whiplash of it went backwards, potentially doing damage to your larynx, your trachea. Not only did she just do damage to that of whipping it back and hurting the CNS, now she hit a rail and has the whiplash of going forward. Now finishing the vertebral damage, possibly dislocating, possibly actually having her central nervous system impeded on, causing temporary to permanent damage if not checked up on. Then you've got her ribs. She landed on that thing. If you're talking about like interstitial spacing and everything like that, if she got lucky to only get down to the 5th one right there, then technically maybe she'll have the pleural effusion. She'll have the alveolar sacs. They'll explode. They took damage. She'll have the muscles there that can no longer contract properly. They're all damaged. So she actually has damage. She's got to start bringing in where she'll have a pulmonary edema. She could actually have enough of an impact and a shock. It could affect myocardial anything. Hopefully it doesn't hit high enough that it can impact the heart. Enough of a shock right there to interrupt the heart, stop it. You don't want a heart stopping because once the heart stops, can perfuse itself. You get cells that can die. That is a myocardial infarction. And that's when, if you get a myocardial infarction in your left ventricle, you're a dead man because usually that's the one that pumps it to the rest of your body. She ain't walking away from that. Like, I will tell you, that's my biggest pet peeve with the whole game. She cannot walk away from that. Now, there's other things that will come up she can't walk away from, like a car nose diving off a parking lot. But to start it off with something that I just can't look over. I just can't. I really can't. And I want to try to, but I can't. So she should have crispy hair, back injuries, 2nd to 3rd degree burns if it actually was that strong. She should have neck injuries, CNS injuries of some sort. She should have lung injuries. She should have her a sac of fluid starting to fill because of the impact. The injury could have hurt her heart. She has intestinal damages. She could have a GI bleed. She definitely has something like that. This is getting into John Wick territory, where there's a part in John Wick where he falls from a high roof and hits a rail just like she did, hits an awning, hits a dumpster, and then hits the ground. And that is getting into the territory of you died. Like, it is John Wick. He has to be able to get up, but there is a movie where that happens in. No. As I got to see another doctor break down that scene because it made me laugh hysterically. Someone in the background said, as they broke down that, I've seen it before. I was like, oh God. Like, there's some things, there's very few nitpicks in the first John Wick movie. A few tactical errors and one medical error. I could spot 5 things that, would have gotten John Wick killed or are impossible or implausible. Unless you have superhuman. One of them is shooting through the roof of a car and actually landing your shots. Impossible or implausible. Very lucky if that happens. That's just one of a few. Another one is entering a church and not taking out the guy in top first, because while he's sweeping everything perfectly, that guy kills you. By the time he's actually falling off a roof, hitting things, someone in the background goes, I just figured that like the things broke his fall. And the doctor immediately goes, no, the fall broke him. Like, yeah, I get it. I feel that on such a deep level.
Do not look at my little bean.
Thank you, Todrick. I appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. Everyone hashtag Todrick. Thank you. Once again, those won't show up on the bar because I can't get a hold of them enough right now to use for shoes or food or the oxygen thing that we already got the goal of. I thought I'd be halfway through this game or into the next game before even getting to that goal. And then this happens. Okay. That's a brick wall. That's another concussive force at her. That's another combustion explosion, I'm going to assume, to be able to break down that wall, but it could be something else, build up in pressure and air. The expanding air. the likelihood that she just didn't get fragged right there by him breaking through it, because he hit it, so that could just be impact force. He took potential, created kinetic energy, put it into the wall. That the idea that he could break the wall down, she's like close and didn't get fragged, getting multiple fragments of brick wall in her as if it is a frag grenade and doesn't bleed out right now. I do not like this opening sequence. That is my biggest pet peeve with the entire thing. And then once again, we just have to do it, don't we? More fire and everything, and she's still moving. So, like, my biggest pet peeve with this entire game, we just got through. Everything else I actually really like. And then the idea, she's limping. Yeah, she needs a walker. She needs a walker.
Over here!
Brad,
You okay?
what was that thing?
Damned if I know. But right now it's got a hard-on for the only 2 stars left in town. You and me. I'm not sticking around. Just look around you. The longer we wait, the more screwed we are.
Well, you know, Brad, keep that in mind. And then she...
How'd this all happen so fast?
I don't know. One fucked up thing always leads to another. It's like Arclay on steroids.
The micro and molecular biology was pretty good. Where'd that come from? Where'd that come from? Not to mention the bricks that she would be hit by. Yeah, the bricks that I counted as shrapnel because he broke it so down. There are actual videos about the plot armor these characters have. I disagree with videos that usually talk about some of those plot armor videos. Only if they ever put in the idea that she should have been infected 1,000 times over, they don't know how infections work. So, like, usually videos that go on those subjects, I haven't watched them, but I'm gonna tell you, if they harp on the infection, Resident Evil 2 actually gets it really well when it comes to biology. Resident Evil 3, there is a level of having immune resistance that you can have to something like this. When Jill finally gets infected in this game, she has a laceration, and after that laceration, she has the Nemesis, who has a different strain and a different genetic everything of what makes him a tyrant, plus this, like, you know, I think leech from Marcus's program. Basically, the version of the virus that the Nemesis is carrying is not the same as the T virus everyone else is dealing with. So there is something to be said that she could have a resistance, just like the other characters do, of the 10% of people with the T virus that get exposed have no effect on them because their immune system effectively fights it off. But she actually had a deep laceration. You put the virus into her blood, and it's not the same as getting bitten by these zombies. That's all I'm getting at. Like, I can overwrite some of those pretty fast, but...
I'd be dreaming. How could this many people be infected?
Hi, Brad. Bye, Brad. I'm sorry, Brad. That was a lot of events that just happened. Can I get a perfect dodge to start this off? Can we get one? Can we get a hollow? Trying.
Parking garage. Got it.
Sir, are you alright?
Stay back! Don't come any closer!
Hey, come on. There's a helicopter waiting to take you to safety.
What safety?
You guys are gonna get me sidetracked on science. I have to turn this up anyway. I tried turning it back to a 3 when I was getting the hot water done, so I could catch my breath and then bring it back down, titrate down. I'm back. I can't handle it that low. Long story short, for Sherry, she basically has a controlled version of cancer inside of her. And while that would usually kill a person, the G virus's premise is basically controlled cancer that goes at the cells that are damaged in a human body. The G virus goes out of control in Birkin, but the G virus was not completed because it was being taken from Birkin. So Birkin didn't get to experiment. It was shot down from him by Wesker. And the people Wesker sent in. So like the first person to be shot down is Marcus, and then like Birkin and Wesker shot down Marcus. Then Wesker makes sure that and Umbrella makes sure that the G virus will be taken away from Birkin. The G virus's premise, to put it just the simplest way possible, it's cancer, but like really effective cancer. When Birkin gets shot a bajillion times, that the G virus did exactly what you did not want it to do. It tried to heal everything at once. And if you think about cancer on like controlled cancer, but having already mortal wounds to the body when you infect the body, it's going to try to heal all of them from things that are already in the virus that are already in the body. So you can't have a molecular transformation or like super regenerative healing when you don't have the proteins, nutrients, and things to reconstruct the tissue. What you can have is the idea that of consuming anything around you can help. But what instead you would have is temporary tissues that would sit there and try to basically patch, almost kind of like a scab. It would be like kind of scabbing the wounds and making it better before the real tissues come behind. It would be kind of the same way of hastening the process. Like I said, this is basically just cancer that's really fast. Birkin and the things in the water are bad examples because they're overexposed. Birkin shot himself with everything he's got. Sherry was perfectly exposed, but the whole idea with it is that it has to be kept in check. That Sherry was exposed enough, but even the exposure she received from her father, because he was overexposed, means that she was also overexposed. Now, when you find the antigen, you found something that could help her body boost its response. An antiviral wouldn't help at the point that she's infected, because antivirals, vaccines like that, in general, she's infected and then it could, but let's not get into that. That takes someone smarter than me. But in general, what she was injected with helped her body deal with the virus, but not the effects of the virus. So from then on out, Sherry actually does have the virus. She is infected, and if not kept in balance, but that's her plot armor, she would actually start growing the more she ate. The more she gave her body food to actually grow, there's a potential for her to do that. Instead, they made her into Wolverine. Where Sherry is in Resident Evil 6. You see, there's no cure for the G virus. Unlike the T virus, where there have in lore been cures. Because the T virus is like rabies with some other stuff, which we don't really have a cure for rabies once it gets to a certain point, but we do have treatments for rabies that make it not get to the point where it's, gotten past the meninges, it's in the brain, and you're screwed. The G virus has no cure. So the whole idea of the G virus was to supplement for the idea of more super soldiers, Birkin's project. It was to go along with the T virus's project of making tyrants, soldiers that had to be controlled, but they were having trouble controlling it. In the Resident Evil 1, you saw that Wesker tried to wake up the proto-tyrants, and it gutted him. That's when he lost his humanity, because he stabbed himself with also a prototype T virus that made him keep needing agents to put into his body to fight the effects of the vaccine that are of the virus that got into his body by being gutted. So by being gutted to save his own life, Wesker injects himself with something. Birkin does the same thing. Sherry technically should go overboard, but that's her plot armor. Now instead, what the G virus's function was supposed to be, as said by Birkin, is to make it so that you get shot, your body immediately can react and make cells rapidly in a place where there was still tissue, but like it's not the natural. That's cancer. The rapid creation of tissue, especially when the tissue is this wrong type of tissue for the organ system or the system, the organic system that it's growing in, is when cancer is really bad. But like cancer is like, is it malignant? Is it interfering with body functions? I mean, is it interfering? Yes, it's like, if it's benign, it's just there. Like, Sherry has cancer. So yeah.
The parking garage isn't far.
She just has cancer that heals her really fast. And we just forget the part of the whole thing where, and getting healed really fast, she, I don't know, we just have to forget the idea that her body would still be in flux mutating, but
Shit.
crap, I tried to avoid it because I forgot how to dodge. I should have just tried. Like reverse cancer effects. No, the interesting thing, Real Kira, is that it's not reverse cancer effects. It is. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. It is cancer. No. She straight up has controlled beneficial cancer. That is what the G virus is. The Golgotha virus in this game is actually controlled, helpful to the organism cancer. It is still cancer, and it can still have the effects of going overboard and creating things like Birkin and everything. So the G virus is really hard to dissect because it's at what point would the organism die instead of mutate? That's the only problem. But they did something very smart. They put it in the water supply, which means that the body having growths constantly in a place that sewage would usually harm the tissues, harm the body, but there are certain circumstances in which that would actually help cancer grow, because those tissues are going to use it and discard what it doesn't need, even though it could be harmful to the subject, the person, the organism, the anything. That's a different subject. It's really hard to get into that because that gets into a field that I'm not very familiar with. But it's suffice to say that there are things I could have. Yeah, Sherry's got cancer, and she still has cancer, and they never cured her cancer. So that's just how Sherry rolls. She's Wolverine. Sherry is straight up Wolverine. She took plain shrapnel to her gut and told Jake to pull it out.
Damn it!
And then lived.
It's my turn, bitch.
See, my suspension of disbelief could have actually lasted for this if they just hadn't blasted her to oblivion trying to get out of the apartment. Like this, that parking garage better have been at best only on the second floor. Now, is she finally showing the effects of something in real life of like what would happen if he didn't have her? Yes, except for the way she's bent. Okay. The way she's bent and the way she landed, the sudden shock and impact, her CNS is still affected. Her sacrum just ain't there. I think that just got shattered. She has possibly knee injuries because they probably should have just hit her face. But her shoulders, if not having any fractures, breaks, a fracture is a break. They're going to have tendons and ligaments. All of those are you just wiped out that. You wiped out some essential of the musculature in your back, leading up from upper back to lower, including all of any cartilage, ligaments, tendons. You just wiped all that out for her landing in that position like that in a sudden stop. The only thing she got working for her at this point is that booty, but she can't twerk it. Her sacrum says so. So like this is crazy, but I could have accepted that because look, she's moving. Like adrenaline can do a lot of things, but it can't fix being paraplegic or quadriplegic. Like adrenaline, you can't get an epi shot to make your legs work so that you can compete in the Olympics instead of the Paralympics. I just spitting facts. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Yeah, a man I very much respect, and my son's grandpa is currently dying of cancer now, and cancer docs hurt, but I still have to.
Sorry, we're gonna have to go around.
Hey, what do you know about that monster?
Nothing. I've never seen anything.
If you walk slow with him, you get more dialogue.
It knows what it wants and won't stop till it gets it. Don't you like that in a man?
No thanks. He's all yours.
Listen, I promise you're in good hands. I'm with the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service. BCS for sure.
This.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
Whoa. What are you talking about? Look, we're just here to help people. What's wrong with Umbrella?
What's wrong with Umbrella? Oh my god. Your company is responsible for infecting everyone.
Yeah. I don't know anything about all that. You don't have to trust me, but I'm going to the shelter. You coming?
Yeah, if you walk slower, you get all that dialogue, and usually everyone misses it. So I just decide to show it. Mostly so I had a reason to stop talking and catch my breath. Terminator posters, ripoffs.
First things first.
First things first, I am dying.
Head up to street level. You'll find supplies there.
All right.
Well, yeah, I mean, her original costume makes no sense, unless that's what she was just wearing when it all went down. Then it makes sense. The jackass holster doesn't make sense until you realize that Jill is suffering from PTSD, and she probably only wears the holster because she's scared at any time she could be attacked. So no matter what outfit she wears, she has a holster on. I can relate to that feeling. So that's the only part I can try to, like, otherwise her outfit is not, no.
The old tanks got me clearing the tracks. You mind getting the subway infrastructure back online?
And how do I do that?
Let's start by restoring power. I'll navigate you to the substation once you hit the main road.
Copy that. Let's do this fast.
Alright, hip pouch. I need one of you. Yeah. Cool. Desert Eagle, not using you yet. Probably gotta regret that very soon. I don't have it. I don't. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot. You have to equip this. So what? I am really far from getting it, the rank I want to get. If this is the pace I'm going at, oh, I'm so screwed. What if I miss? What did I miss? These. I knew I was missing something. I was like, where are the rest of them? My brain said that there is more. I still have to get the other two, right? Yeah. Did I unlock the ability to have the other two? Oh, I did. So we can use... Oh, I've got stuff. Oh, we might actually be able to do... Yeah, I can use that stuff. Okay. So in other words, for Jill Valentine, my neck, my back, compound fractures, where's my strap? As long as we're clear that she's not into pegging and the strap is her jackass holster, then yes. That's correct. Gotta make... Can't believe I live in an age where I've got the hot dogger. I can't believe I live in an age where I might have to, like, emphasize that last part, but... I'm gonna just carry one of these. Two of these. One of these, and hope for the best. And store that. Except for I'm gonna carry, both defense coins. I'm gonna run out of storage, and I'm gonna have to leave things behind because of this. This is a bad idea, and I shouldn't do it. Let's go. do I dodge? How do I dodge? I gotta figure that out. Hold on. I gotta figure out controls. How do I dodge? Once you come from one game to another, it's really hard to remember. Oh, the right button. Oh, it's the right button. Okay, recovery coin. I really need you to work a little faster. I need to be able to take one more bite. Oh, you're dead. All right, recovery coin. You got another, like, minute to work then. Just not dealing with this. I could get through other ways. I'm just not dealing with that. Oh, God! Why did I do that? I literally just told myself not to do that in my head, not out loud. Alright. Yeah, the dodge button is... Oh, the original Mega Man, by the way, didn't have a blaster attached to him. He was just a guy with a pew-pew pistol. I just called it a pew-pew pistol, and I have no regrets. He's just a guy with a pew-pew pistol. And I'm out of space, aren't I? I'm super out of space. I'm out of space, baby. I can't just send it to storage. Why is my brain saying that there are things I could do that I can't? I obviously can't. I didn't get the samurai edge either. I am just not on my A game. Fuck. Not quite what I meant either.
Gotta put this out.
Okay. Might have to take a second go at this one. I feel like I've... Uh-oh. I feel like I've lost my skills at this. There we go. And there's no item boxes there. And there's no need. Oh no, I forgot the girl for a good time call number. Because I know I can't go all night, so we might have to just... Tomorrow when my son goes to school, just like restart some of the... I can't. I've made mistakes. Can I discard these? Oh, that would just be so... Let's practice a few things. Be on fire. Crap. Crits for days, son. Oof. That was... Carlos, thank you. Everyone hashtag and give a thumbs up on that and do all the things that you can do. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Can I give it the whole thing? I'm honestly for today almost out of oh, I can't do the things on it. For today, I might be almost out. As in, God, maybe I should just be better at the game so I don't need the defense coins. Have I ever thought of that, me? Okay, let's practice so we can redo this. We need to start off fresh, but we need some practice here. Alright, who's our first practice victim? You? Come here. Okay, we can't... Wow. You have to strike. Otherwise, they just turn around and attack you. So. Okay. Fire crotch, you're not a redhead. Oh, I got the hot dogger. This is, I don't think this knife was ever meant to sound realistic. I cannot see you, and I hope I'm hitting your head. Do not stun lock me. I don't want to go that game. I don't want to go that. Oh God! Wait! 20 minutes ago. I'm so sorry. When did those
I'm
get
gonna let you in
positive?
on a little-known secret of comedy. Bad things aren't
someone.
funny when they
What's
happen
going
to
on?
Daddy.
What about Mommy?
Oh, Mommy's fair game. Go for the throat.
While I would love to catch streams more often, life has been really busy. I wish I could have donated more in the last year or so, but things have been tight. Thank you for all the amazing content. Keep being you, man.
I'm trying my best. Don't ever apologize for not like. Everyone has their. You don't have to apologize to me for that. Like, life is happening to all of us collectively. 937. Oh crap. And then on this different, it followed me in here. Yeah, that's right. The hot dogger kills you guys if you just dodge the tentacle. 937. 937. Okay, cool. Though that made me think Duncan Cheek, and that would be the most inappropriate thing to say. Where is what is that part? The what song is that even? God, I have it on the tip of my tongue. I could sing it, but apparently people here think that my singing is questionable and probably shouldn't try. Down boy. I'll think of it in a second. There is an item box in. Okay, good. Get rid. The recovery coin means that maybe iron defense isn't needed. Get rid. Just dump it all. The song, I should know the song. I was listening to it probably like a few times ago on the treadmill. I'm learning the game. We're probably gonna just have to restart this when I do this again tomorrow. Because for you guys' kindness, I'll rename it something else that we're not earning oxygen. We're gonna have to then help earn shoes and support, because there's some days that I just haven't been able to stream or make content, and it's simply because I've been pushing my body way too far. Like yesterday, the day before yesterday, I couldn't go any further for no other reason than I spent 12 hours trying to get my dad home, safe, sound, alive, set everything up, get back, be a dad. Like everything seemed to go wrong, and then I wanted to work. Yesterday I desperately wanted to work, and I almost did. And then I got a verbal smackdown of that, like, don't be an idiot. But to be fair, I asked if I was being an idiot. And to also be fair, I have a very big thing about asking people their opinions, which is if you didn't want to know, then don't ask. Like, don't ask people their opinions because you just gave them you just gave them permission to actually give it. Otherwise, if you don't ask for people for their opinions, then like when they give it to you, you can say, I didn't ask. No. No. I don't want head. Yeah, that thing. I need to have swiped up for that to work. Like when you ask somebody like their opinion of how does this look, and they say like crap, then that's on you. Why did you ask them how that look if you didn't want an answer that could involve the idea that it does not look good? Like, you don't ask what you don't want to know. But if someone gives you their opinion and you never asked, you can simply say, did I ask for your opinion? Which the answer is no, and you can just move on with your life. I have learned so many different hard ways. Don't ask. Just don't ask. So you can just tell people like I didn't ask. All right, I think I'm getting a flow for this game again. I think we could probably... Could I get this done in 2 hours time? If I really buckle down and didn't dilly-dally, didn't dwaddle, didn't haphazard, didn't gaha. Oh, there's another thing. I forgot about that. What is wrong? If you hit their back of their head, it's an insta-kill because it kills a thing on their head. Why am I failing so bad at the game in general now? Burn it all. Just burn it all.
This must be the subway company's offices.
Let's burn it. If you ask me how you look, I'm probably already going to look at you in stunned disbelief that, do we really have to have this conversation? Because one, if you know I already like the way you look, I'm probably not going to have anything to say to that. I know people need, like, words of affirmation and whatnot, but it's like, okay. Okay, but that shouldn't hit me. I'm dead, aren't I? I think we just ended the stream. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. See, the problem with that is that it's almost midnight and this. Hit continue. But remember, we were playing on the hardest difficulties. So that was my warm-up. So I've got to play fast enough to get... Oh, God, I forgot about that. To get S-Rake on Inferno, I can only save it 5 times, but I have to play fast enough that, like, I can't screw up and I need to dodge. I need to go where I need to go. Like, if I recall correctly, to get it done easiest, you just skip over a lot of stuff. You take the recovery one with you and the attack, and don't worry about the defense. And then just get ready to get your bottom handed to you. We'll continue with this marathon. We got oxygen. Now I can have time to go find shoes. And maybe we could pay for... The unbelievable orange chicken came back. My son's vegetarian. Or whatever. The orange chicken that's vegetarian. My son's been asking for Panda. Can't give it to him. He's also been asking for IHOP. I can't afford it. That's a goal that's like way far away. I'm just saying that, like, while it's here, it's limited time, whatever. I want to be able to do that for him. He's gotten it once, and that once was not paid for by me, because I can't afford. Yeah, impossible. Yeah, I can't afford that. Not right now. In this economy, Nick, I just pulled that line. I did it. All right, but before we go, I've seen that death animation because I've messed up every way you can think of. My lungs are about to give out anyway. New subscribers of Lord Stannis and Possess Obsession 94 with new channel members of Blue, Jason, Tegan, Kira, Undeterred Soulslayer, or returning or gifted memberships. Donations for Christopher Kunamatana, Steve, Someone, Isla, New Jack, Flash Fearless, and super chats from Infamous J, M's Plays, Kelsey, Yurkin, Narmer the Great, Todrick. Oh crap, I went in there. Ooh. Yeah, my son is vegetarian of his own accord. We will continue this as soon as I am able. In the morning, I am going to be contacting the company to get me hopefully shipped fast. That whole goal was with taxes and with shipping, and I forgot that some of it takes out of, like, YouTube. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna call them in the morning, and hopefully they can have it to me like midweek to late week, so that this is done and that I can talk to you guys more freely and not feel like I'm panicking for breath. And I hope to see you guys back here for the next one real soon. We're going to continue going through a marathon of these because if people want them and it helps me get medically healthy or be able to just take a little bit of a rest, you know, maybe we can make a little bit of a compromise. We can make a little compromise. We can do a little compromise. I'll just do the things that I listed on the thumbnail. So I'll see you guys really, really soon. Hopefully. Probably. Bye. And good night. It's still the same night to be good in.